Now, continuation of the fossils. The categories of fossils: actual remains. These are the most common type of fossil. Actual remains are generally formed in the deep ocean where the plant or animal die. The dead bodies sink to the bottom of the sea. Here, either the entire body or its hard part gets surrounded by similar forms, the part of stone. Another way of forming of actual remain is incorporation of the entire body or part of the body in the ice. One of the best example in Ariyalur district. Once upon a time, the sea is there. Now, next formed the forest. Now as a living area. Lot of fossils, forams, and fossil fishes also available, and fossil wood also available. Molds and casts. A mold is an impression of the body part left of the soft mud of their ocean floor. When the cavities of mold get filled with the minerals in hundreds into the stones and forms casts. Significance of paleontological evidence. It is useful reconstructing the phylogeny, that is the evolutionary history of the organism. Paleontology helps in studying various other forms and structure of existing animals. Fossils are important tools which help in the understanding the habit and habitat of the existing organism. Fossil records proved the connecting links between two groups of organisms. Archaeopteryx, organisms showing characters of two groups, kingdoms, phyla, class, are called connecting links between of the two groups. Archaeopteryx shows characters of birds as well as of reptiles. Avian characters, Archaeopteryx, it has shell bones completely fused. Cranium rounded with large orbits and a single condyle. Jaws modified into beak. Forelimbs modified into wing. Limb bones have their first toe opposable. Foot with cleavage digit. Feathery exoskeleton. Reptilian characters of Archaeopteryx. Jaws with homodont teeth. Ribs with a single head. Abdominal ribs somewhat like those seen in crocodile. Forelimbs modified into wing and 3-digit ending in distinct claws. The hind limb had 4-digit ending with claws. Long tail, so the Archaeopteryx is a connecting link between the class aves and reptiles. The sequence of developmental stage of embryological evidence. All multicellular organisms being their life as a single cell stage, namely that's called as a zygote. Fusion of male and female gamete, that's called as zygote. The male gamete is then, female gamete is then, the formation of zygote, both male and female gamete, the fusion, that is called as 2N. It undergoes cleavage to produce the first embryo, that's called morula. It develops into a single layered second embryo called blastula. This embryo developed into the third embryo called gastrula. the embryo develops into adult. The zygote represents the unicellular stage. The morula and vastula represent the colonial protozoal stage, whereas gastrula represent the colonial stage. The embryos of organisms differ after the gastrula stage. The sequence of embryos show very multicellular organism passes through above stage representing the ancestor. See, the zygote is formed the single layer that's called morula, followed by the second layer blastula, and followed further development that is the gastrula, and getting finally for adult. See the embryonic development. First see the fish. The all are the same. Second one salamander. The third one tortoise. Fourth one chick. Fourth one hog. Fifth one calf. Sixth one rabbit. The final one getting for mammals, a human. See, all are for the embryological evidence. See, the homologous organs. They are the organism which have similar origin, similar development, and similar internal structure, but have different forms and function. For example, the forelimbs of humans and the wings of bird look different externally, but their skeletal structure is similar. It means that their origin is similar, but function or differ. Wings of birds help in flight, whereas the human forelimb help in various activities. Analogous organ. They are organs which have similar appearance and function, but are quite different in their origin, development, and anatomy. For example, the wing of the insect and a bird have completely different basic structure, but they perform the same function of flying. Similarly, the wings of a bird and the bat are similar in function. However, the wings of both the animals are structurally quite different. In bats, the wings are just the fold of skin that are stretched between its finger, whereas the wings of birds are present all along the arm. A difference between homologous and analogous organ. Homologous organ. On the basis of basic plan and origin, homologous organ have a similar basic pattern and similar origin. On the basis of appearance, homologous organ have different appearance. On the basis of function, they generally perform different function. On the basis of evolution, homologous organs show adaptive radiation and divergent evolution. Example, forelimbs of human being, frogs, lizard, horse, wings of birds or bat, flipper of whale. Analogous organ. On the basis of the basic plan and origin, analogous organ have different origin and basic plan. On the basis of appearance, analogous organs have similar appearance. On the basis of function, they have a similar function. On the basis of evolution, analogous organs show convergent evolution. Example, wings of insect, bird and bird. See the homologous organ, the man and cheetah, whale and bat. See the analogous similarity between the butterfly and bat wings. See, introduction to paleobotany, derived from the Greek words paleo, old, and botany, study of the plant. It deals with the identification of plants, remains of geological age, and its reconstruction. It includes the study of terrestrial plant fossil as well as the marine ones such as seaweeds. Reconstruction of ancient ecological system and climate now is paleoecology and paleoclimatology respectively. The study of green plants development and evolution. Importance to the field of archaeology. History. First fossil record was found in Silurian period or Paleozoic era. Spores and cuticles were found in Ordovician periods. Angiosperm evolved during the Mesozoic and early Cretaceous period, approximately 130 million years ago. Plant fossil. A plant fossil is an preserved part of plant that has long since died. Bits of charcoal that are only a few hundred years old. Rhinish chart found in Scotland bearing the fossil of mosses and lycopods. See some of the Rhynia fossils. That's called Rhynia fossils. Evolution of morphology. Leaves evolved to originate a spine outgrowth. That's called as the isoetus. Before the evolution of leaves, plants had the photospheric apparatus of the stem. See the branch pattern of the megaphyll vines. May believe the origin as webbed dichotomous branching. See the picture, the lamina, the leaf architecture probably arose multiple times in the plant lineage. To protect early plants from herbivores, better transpiration rates and gas exchanging helps to carry out better photosynthesis. Figure besides shows the diversity in leaves evolved according to the suitable environmental conditions. See the floating plants followed by uh, uh, reptiles and amphibians. Reptiles just like that, they evolved from all the plants. Root of the fossils. Organs different from stem did not arrive until later. Roots are really preserved in the fossil record. The evolutionary origin is sparse. Rhizoids or prehistorical roots. Rhizoid prescribe evolved more than once. The root of lepidotendrils. See the picture, and proud acreage of the substrate provide source of the water and nutrients from the soil, allow the plants to grow taller and faster. Stigmaria, a common fossil tree root, and ferns were the first to have the growth of woody habits. Progymnosperm were the first plant to develop true wood, the trunk of early tree from uh, Pastorius showing internal structure. The most obvious advantages in the harvesting of more sunlight to photosynthesize. Spores can be uh, blown greater distance in their store higher. Provide support and water transport. The external mold of lepidodendron trunk and seeds. A germination of microgametophytes and megagametophytes paved by the way of for seeds. Seed plants from Belgium has been identified. The earliest seed plants about 20 million years ago. The first spermatophytes. Seed plants, the first plant to bear true seeds, are called uh, pteridosperms. Seed from the fossil of Tychnocarpus. Evolution of seeds, increasing the success rate of fertilized gametophytes, increase the biodiversity of forest, helps the plant to survive for generations. The transitional fossil of seeds of uh, Runcaria. See, fossil are the remain of organism which lived long ago. From the study of fossil, we can know their structure and the time period in which they are alive. The fossil of complex and recent organisms are found closer to the surface of the earth, and the fossil of similar organisms are found deeper inside the earth. The age of fossil can be determined by radiocarbon dating. The study of fossils shows evolution of simpler forms into complex form and their evolution relationship. They see some of the impression and compression, putrefied fossil, some importance of the fossil. The through light of palynology and evolution of plants. Fossil plants gives a historical approach to plant kingdom. Fossils are useful in classification of plants. Fossil plants can be used in the field of descriptive and comparative anatomy. Now another one called as the ethnobotany. The ethnobotany is classified into various ways: uh, chemistry, pharmacology, genetics, microbiology, statistics, indigenous, and economics, and anthropology, geology, environmental science, ecology. Lot of fields is there in ethnobotany. Ethnobotany. Uh, Ethnobotany is a study of how people of a particular culture and region make of use of indigenous plants. Ethnobotanists explore how plants are used for such things as food, shelter, medicine, clothing, hunting, divinting, cosmetic, dyeing, textiles, construction tools, currency, literature, rituals, social life, religious ceremonies. Now, lot of ethnobotanical evidence is there in the people of uh, some tribal peoples in the hill station, the like Kuttas, Kurumbas, Irulas, uh, Badagas. Lot of peoples is available. Importance of ethnobotany. It provides traditional uses of plants. It gives information about certain known and unknown useful plants. The ethnomedical data will serve as useful source of information from the chemist, pharmacologist, and practitioners of herbal medicine. Astrobiology or exobiology. Astrobiology is study of life in the universe. It investigates the origin, evolution, distribution, and future of life on Earth and the search of life beyond Earth. A branch of biology concerned with the search of life outside the Earth and with the effects of extraterrestrial environments on living organisms.